Kia ora, Aries. This is your full moon in Sagittarius reading. It's the 14th of June today, and so we're doing your reading. These are general, intuitive tarot readings. Take what works for you and leave what doesn't. Let's see what's happening with beautiful Sagittarian full moon. We've got the moon coming out. Maybe something's been revealed. We have two cards and I'll keep going and then we'll clarify. We've got the moon. So we're talking about, what are we talking about? Aries, illuminations, reveals, possibly. The moon really commands the areas of our subconscious, I guess, if you look at it like that. With it, we have the Three of Swords. So we understand the Three of Swords as being a sort of understanding sorrow, understanding the idea, the concept, and the feeling of grief. Maybe it's, let's just see, maybe, you're just discovering a few new aspects of yourself, of a situation that you're in, or circumstance, what's going on in your life, I guess. Next card, hallelujah, the Ace, beautiful Ace of Cups. This is a gift. There's a reason, whatever, there's a level of not being able to see clearly. But there's a reason for this. It's instigated something within you, Aries, I do feel, which is bringing in some new things. It's instigated something which is looking quite amazing because we do have that Ace of Cups coming through. Oops. What's this? And it might be a surprise. It might be unexpected. You probably didn't see it coming. Whatever this relates to in your life, it could be a situation, it could be with other people, it could be just about you, Aries. We then get Hanged Man. We'll go through and clarify as we always do. Excuse my burnt finger. Reasons for the Hanged Man. A shift in perspective. Reasons for that withdrawal. And in some ways, not a shutdown, but a closing down. Because we're altering something here. We're altering our perspective. A lot of these readings, the collective reading for this full moon, was really all about perspective and adjusting to something, whether that's in your physical world or whether it's your own mind, emotional body, this kind of thing. So it's really interesting. So let's just go and we'll clarify for you, Aries. We'll clarify the moon to begin with. We understand the moon as interesting, so we get a book ended. We understand it, that there are aspects within this card that you could say are not in the forefront of your mind consciously. So we get bookended here. We've got the Hanged Man. I would suggest at this point, or at this time, that you allow yourself to slow down a wee bit, Aries. You allow that. Then we have the Four of Swords. This is about slowing down. It's about rest. It's about recuperation. There may well have been an incident or a situation, that's caused a level of sadness at some point, and you're kind of digesting that, you're dealing with it. With this Ace of Cups appearing, do be rest assured, Aries, that there are larger things afoot here. The Hanged Man turning up twice, and the Four of Swords. We retreat in the Four of Swords to a very calm and clear chamber to rest. It is in the resting that allows the Hanged Man to really go through that process, shift perspectives, and come out the other side. So be gentle with yourself, Aries. We're looking here at the Ace of Cups. Look, it doesn't take, it doesn't take much to knock you off. I mean, actually it takes quite a lot, is what I mean, to knock you off your perch. Do you know what I mean? Because you're like, straight out there, straight off the starting blocks. Fall down, get back up again. Stub your toe, carry on. Ace of Cups. You are understanding within whatever situation this is for you. It could be anything. You're understanding that there's actually quite a positive angle to it. If it's not you yourself being somewhat self-sabotorial or you yourself confronting certain, how would you say, ascertaining your behaviours that don't work anymore, ways that you go about getting what you want that don't work anymore. If it's about that, or it is about an external deception of sorts. The beautiful thing, Aries, is that we have this gorgeous Two of Wands. I think this ace, I think this ace coming through is you're actually recognising the people that do care about you. We have the Two of Wands coming out with the Seven of Swords to clarify this gorgeous ace. We see the threads here. It's like a web. It's a vibrational web. It is it is literally what the heart transmits. Connectors, frequencies, high vibes. Whatever's gone on here, and I do emphasize the need for rest, but you are actually, because of your resilience, seeing, what am I trying to say here? You're not bogged down by sadness, by grief, right? And let's just see the Hanged Man. It's quite interesting. This is the first reading today. I did some yesterday, and so sometimes the first reading is a little bit slower. Hanged Man, please. Book ended. This reading is book ended. We get the Hermit. You've got the Hanged Man. You've got the Hermit. You've got the Four of Swords and the Moon. Put them all together, and the Three of Swords and the beautiful Ace of Cups. Put them all together. This is the Hermit's journey. The Hermit shining a light, having to go through a few, having to go on a little journey here, which is quite intense, quite illuminating, but necessary, Aries. Whatever has been going on in your life, we get the King of Swords coming out twice with that Hermit. Sweeping through, clean sweep. Whatever's gone on, there's a completion happening here. And you're coming out on top, baby. Aries, you're coming out on top. We've got, wanting to throw itself at you. We've got the second Ace of Cups on the bottom of that deck. And yes, the Wheel of Fortune on the top. This is a new spin of the wheel for you. Whatever's happening there. Don't forget about your self-care. Now, Brian Froud, Pixie and Fairy cards. It's just, we can get one or two. Maybe one, maybe two. I think two would be good. Yeah. We've got the Sage. This is like having 360-degree viewpoint all at once. No wonder you need to have a rest. It's quite full on sight. Maybe something's disappointed you. You've discovered some aspects of yourself that you weren't overly conscious of. You have been on the end of a level of deception from somewhere, whatever it happens to be. It's very easy to say everything happens for a reason. And sometimes we don't need to know what that reason is. But it often brings in some new and amazing things, a more expansive ability to express what we truly want. I say this with that beautiful Sage. You know, you don't mess with that. You don't mess with that sight. You don't mess with that wisdom. Maybe that's something that you're discovering within yourself, Aries. Dark Night of the Soul, Epona's Wild Daughter. From that journey we come to a decision. We're making different choices, Aries. It's pretty amazing. And there you go. Luarthus the Wild. No stopping. Straight off. Get set, go. And you're ready again for a new spin of the wheel, dear Aries. So it's pretty damn good. I've got these cards. They're very simple. I like that because they're in relation to, we will get an art oracle because they're really neat. Rocks, crystals, earth, and the 4 elements in this deck. It's actually quite, it's simple and it's nice. Let's see what we've got. We have golden topaz, which is a beautiful stone. Aries. Faith. As I was saying, wisdom, wise action, perseverance and confidence. Those are things that you have in spades, my friend. Glorious. And let's see what the art oracle has for us today. If you haven't seen this before, where's the box? It's under there. It's under the... So just one card for Aries, please. Something to light the Aries fire. Wow, we certainly have got one to light the Aries fire. This is Artemisia Gentilici. I may well not be saying that. She was a feminist before her time, really. Independent, obviously from a wealthy family, was able to be, really, you know, end up in the history books, of course. Anywho, quite a graphic artist, quite yeah, anyway. So we're looking at life work, inspiration, Aries. I think this is very appropriate for the Aries archetype. History has your back. Society stabs you in it. Use your talent like a weapon, and she did. She was quite an amazing painter. Don't let convention confine you. And you're not. And on that note, take good care, Aries. Enjoy this beautiful full moon. It's really beautiful. And Sagittarius. Ka kite. Bye, Aries. Cherry. Thank you.